Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing this actually very quickly announced festival. I wasn't really aware of this, but it's actually quite nice to see this one. This is a Treasured Historic Singleton. So very simple. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a colorless treasure artifact token. So you are going to get a lot of mana really quickly. Very easy to get greedy, and we're probably going to be doing a little bit of greed and a little bit of control. So we're going to be doing a Gyruda deck. I might have done this a long time ago, but it's been quite such a long time that it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like now with a bunch of the newer cards. So so for those who are not familiar with the old Gyruda, he was really good back in the day when you did not have to pay 3 mana to put it in your hand. But you could, depending on the situation, you could still take the turn off. And the idea is that when Gyruda enters the battlefield, each player mills 4 cards. You can put a creature card with an even mana value from among the milled cards onto the battlefield under your control. Now, the caveat of running Gyruda as your companion is that all your cards have to be even mana value. The lands are no problem, but it does affect spells quite a bit. Now, the quick notes about this one is that you definitely want a decent number of counter spells. There are a few. You want some counter spells. There are a few really cheap decks that try to win off. Jace. So you really want to have the option to counter non-creature spells for the most part. That's why I'm even going to run Pacification. Conveniently, even mana value. Also, a little bit of removal, cast down, Heartless Act. Extinction event is quite good here. Since you, especially if you name odd, most of the time your opponent will have a mix of odd and even while you're only even there. And we are running the suite of Planeswalkers, title, well, Rusko's kind of an honorary one. Tasha, Tezzeret. Pretty much it's just all about card advantage and whatnot. So we're trying to see if we can maintain the advantage throughout the day and see how it goes. We do run into problems against some really fast aggro, so you might want to. You do get a free mulligan for this event, which is quite. So if you have a potentially slow hand, you might want to mull it a bit, take advantage of that one. This one not quite slow, actually this one's actually very decent here. So yeah, we'll definitely keep this one. The Bar of Memory is. Now this will ETB tap. I'm gonna play the Maestro's Theater first because I don't feel like we're gonna make this appear anytime soon, though that is a risk we're taking. Usually the 2 mana drop would be fighting. So thankfully opponent is also playing it slow. Trying as well. So now we got 4 mana, we can only one to activate. We're gonna just play the Surge Engine. Use our treasures for. We're gonna play control. Use our treasures for make this appear. Opponent is going really greedy with all the multicolored cards, which this is something that you're going to see quite a lot. Not necessarily the best idea. Now I'm going to pass on this one. I want to maintain the. Also, we are running Grim Hireling. Very good combo with that. We could go for the 1-3, but I think I'm actually going to go for the Forsaken Crossroads. Naming blue. Scare Storefront. Probably don't need that this time. Get a little aggro going. To the wilds, we're going to make that. And yeah, that's usually how you get people to concede. Take advantage of how greedy other people can get, and you can get them for it. I'll be honest. Whatever hand our opponent kept there, that was really bad. this will actually, we are kind of closer to mid-range control. We're not pure control, so we can take advantage. So we're gonna take advantage of that and get ourselves a nice shiny tranquil frill back. This probably will might see play in aftermath. Will that be enough to make mono green great again? I don't know. Ooh, I definitely want to see that last one. And this might be a relatively quick episode, but we'll try to get at least 4 games in. It's kind of relatively quick in this. Okay, so we do have 3 mana. This is admittedly slow, but we could easily. So let's see if opponent controls no basic lands. So we're gonna go with the Evolving Wilds first. We'll probably try to hold up Aggro Mauling if we have to. And or Lone Speaker. Yeah, so the opponent's gonna go into the ramp. You're definitely mauling that time. It'll be nice if you could hit an untapped mana source. Ooh, this is an untapped mana source. Yeah, but any way we can slow this down, we will. Also note that we will need another untapped mana source if we want to go Snapcaster into potential Hagra until our opponent plays a basic land. Okay, so that plays out, but we did slow them down quite a bit. Got ourselves Rona. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, yeah, we might have to start going Rona. We will be able to kill their next big thing, courtesy of Snapcaster Hagra Mauling next turn. Gala Greeters. I think that's not quite it. But oh! Did they stall out? Or were they expecting to hit a lot? That was way too fast a concession. Okay, this is gonna be very awkward. Are we gonna get people conceding left and right there? When I was doing the test games, I did lose to red-green aggro once. Then I did have a really long game. A relatively long game against also fellow blue-black, though they were into blue-black zombies. They lasted a lot longer. Well, long enough for me to actually play out Gyruda. So they lasted that long. Yeah, otherwise I'm starting to notice a trend where people are. It might also be a deck building issue, I guess. So you can start typing skill issue on Twitter or whatnot, but it's really hard to say without knowing what your opponent has. Anyway, definitely Temple of Deceit. We will get turn 2 Heartless Act as an option. If we can hit an untapped land, I probably will actually play that first. Get ready to Heartless Act. Rona is also turn 2 Rona is also an option since though we might not be able to go Rusko or Atris quite right away, but we could still protect it with Heartless Act, I guess. So it's weird definition of protection. So we are gonna start digging for lands here. We'll take Forsaken Crossroads on top. That will come into play untap. Our Drawn Catacomb will unfortunately come into play tap. Let's see what our opponent has for 4 or Nessa. Do they have a follow-up, or are we just gonna see this? Definitely want. Let's see black. I definitely want to untap this. Now, without knowing, no, the problem with this kind is that I'm gonna really be guessing. It could just be a Tiamat style deck. So I might actually just play Rusko right away, see if our opponent... It's our turn to be greedy now. Let's see if we're the ones who falter here. At least next turn we will have drawn your threat. Okay, so we did get our Midnight Clock. It's usually kind of worth the investment because it gives us a mana rock and a nice refresh. And you are playing Corlessa, you're also playing without Baldur's Gate cards. Can't complain too much about that. Concern would be if our opponent hits something really big. Tiamat would be the biggest issue, though Sushi not so bad. We can still Heartless Act it, I guess. Question is, what's our follow-up? Extinction Event. Well, Extinction Event works too, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to Rusko, but we... Yeah, a little bit of War of Attrition there. We are still short on lands though. So that's going to be a long-term issue for us. We'll definitely probably play Rona Heartless Act. Our opponent's definitely in the aggro. And Red Dragon. That's not the worst. I think we can hold. Drawn in the Lock's not going to do it, but we can play Grim Hard. Actually, I'm gonna play Rona first. And the reason for this is I want to be able to Grim Harling and swing. Opponent Post Mishra claimed by Gix. He's gonna play something else. I actually considered doing the Phyrexian War Machine combo here. We could have easily splashed red. Mishra does not get win by this. They can cash the total. So we'll take the hit there, that's fine. Now this one not getting through. Well, technically we really need one more mana, but we can get it through. We can just... So, yeah, they only have one card in the graveyard, so that's not gonna quite do it. We probably could just play Atris. No, we can do a draw discard first if we need to. Yeah, we can also transform. But what's this? I forgot what this backside is. Whenever source, they exile a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, otherwise you may cast it while paying its mana cost. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess we do it. See what it will force them to use whatever their last card is. No, they probably will just end up taking the 5 actually, now that I think of it. So also the damage here was quite unnecessary. Okay, our opponent just timed out. No, they'll be back. I'm pretty sure they'll be back. Yeah, it's just Rona, it's not that bad. You might have, I'm pretty sure that's quite a trick. Opponent now has a ton of mana and 2 cards. Let's see what they... Yeah, okay, but looks like our opponent's getting flooded here. We'll find out what their last card is. We definitely want to play the Grim Hireling soon. Dark Slick Shores comes in a bit late. I could also play Atris just to get some cards in hand, start filtering things out. That should also work. Like 10, 11... No, I'm gonna play the Grim Hireling right now. That should net us some treasures when we hit with Rona. Or it will at least force removal. Well, force a concession instead. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, we would have been able to snipe either Goro Goro or the dragon at that rate. So pretty decent. Yeah, we're just gonna keep... I guess we'll do one more match. Now probably the best time to get into this. And that's it. That was a weird glitch. But yeah, all in all, play solid, play conservatively. And there is enough combo potential that having a few counters is a good reason is a good option here. So not much in the way of counters, but we can go fetid pools, then we can go fetid pools into turn 2 Connoisseur or Tezzeret, depending on the board state. Then we can play by ear at that point. Hostage takers, there are no really good targets. We can always use this to snipe their treasure tokens. Kind of mana denial. That is a decent option. Also, what ifs? I'm gonna feel really sad if this is. Okay, I'm also feeling really bad now that our I only noticed. Looks like our opponent is playing. It's Singleton. Well, I'm pretty sure they know it's not Commander, but even then, the logic to stacking so many cards really doesn't bear out. Not even in Singleton. Like most beginners, they're gonna put all these cards. Like opponent has 79 cards in their deck right now. They probably forgot to adjust their mana. Because at 72, you're probably gonna want a little shy of 30 lands, maybe about 28. I'm personally running 23 lands plus a Hagra Mauling plus a Jwari Disruption, so I'm functionally running 25. Now the temptation is like, oh, we're gonna get a treasure you're gonna get a treasure every turn, so we can shave lands that way. That's not how it works. You still want to hit your land drops because you're shaving lands, not because you're shaving lands, but because you want to drop your big spells, your 4s, your 6s. If I played this more conservatively and not run Gyruda, I probably would be playing Hullbreaker, Horror, and Toxrill as well. I actually considered the treasure build, so it's Grixis treasure. It would run Magda, of course, because we do want an alternate out. There are a bunch of other cards that generate a lot of treasure. The Grim Hireling is one of them. Yeah, looks like our opponent has tuned out, but that's self-inflicted. But I'll be blunt, it's a self-inflicted wound. You really have to play smart. You cannot just keep playing. Oh, I'm just gonna jam all the fun cards, and I'm gonna hope it sticks. It doesn't work that way. And yeah, I'm not gonna bother reporting this one. That one's self. I'm gonna see if but we're probably gonna see a lot of people start complaining. They're gonna blame Arena again, but let's be honest. You only have yourself. You can blame Arena for some things, but that's not one of them. So this is a really short episode here. We did go through 6 wins. 6 wins, though 2 of them were awfully fast. Now is probably the best time because a lot of people still haven't quite figured it out yet. But otherwise, you do want to have some control elements. You don't necessarily have to play it as a Gyruda build. This one is really more for fun than anything. Yeah, actually looking at the card skills are nice. I do like these. I do like these medallion style card styles, but well, I wish we could have had more. Or traditionally, this would be a 5-win event. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Yeah, do as much as possible. Have fun, but give yourself the best chances to have fun. Don't try to sabotage yourself. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. And have a great week, everyone.